This is one of those shows that might be as much fun for me as it will be for you. It's a real privilege, a much overworked word, to be able to introduce a man who's been compared favorably to Clark Gable and Gary Cooper and Humphrey Bogart. In other words, the best of the actors who act in front of cameras and don't seem to be doing so. He's also been called the working man's Cary Grant. He's been also called a man's man. Somebody once said there are only two of them in Hollywood, Garner and Mitchum. I'm not sure what that means, because I can think of a couple more. Brando's not such a bad guy. Anyway, he is a guest tonight, and my only one. He's a boy from Norman, Oklahoma, who has made it big. He became the giant killer of television when Maverick knocked off two shows that were thought to be unbudgeable, Ed Sullivan and the Steve Allen Show, which he did extremely well against, and has lasted seemingly forever, and undoubtedly will, because of his innate qualities of charm, talent, ability, and the fact that he takes every opportunity to hurt and insult me. We made a picture together. I'm grateful he's being here. I'll shut up now. He hates being here, so I'll make it as pleasant for him as I can. Here is Mr. James Garner. We try to deliver only the big ones here. I am grateful for you for several reasons. One is that you're notoriously not a man who seeks out the press and pushes your face in front of guys. I'm not sure I've ever seen you photographed at a Hollywood party, come to think of it.
You probably haven't.
Yeah.
I don't like parties. I don't like really groups of more... Well, not you folks, but I don't like more than 4 to 8 people in a group.
Beyond that,
I don't
it becomes
know why.
uneasy.
Yeah. So I prefer to stay home or go to a friend's house or whatever, where there's only 4 or 6 people, something like that.
Not long ago, there was a magazine cover on you calling it The Last of the Men's Man, or The Last of the Real Man.
The Last Real Man.
Did that make you in any way uncomfortable?
Very. Very. I remember I'd seen about 2 or 3 months before, they had one on the cover was Mel Gibson, and it said the sexiest man alive, and I said, my God, the poor guy's got to live up to that. And I know I couldn't. And then when they put The Last Real Man on there for me, I was very embarrassed by it.
That sent you into your den for a while, and
yeah, I didn't get out much.
There must be people who feel, obviously, you've worked it right and you have it all. You're beloved, you're rich, you're famous, you're all those things. And had you not made it as an actor, or the fact that you have, does it make you ever think, there's another life I might have preferred?
Yes, but Leavenworth wouldn't have fit me. I really wouldn't have.
Leavenworth sings?
I don't know what I would have done if I hadn't become an actor. I really don't. I can't project because I wasn't qualified to do anything. That's the way you become an actor. If you're not really qualified to do anything else. Mm-hmm. I found out you could be an actor. Then I found out there's one more thing you can do. You can become a politician. I knew that wasn't for me.
Has anyone ever urged that on you, or would you rather just go directly into crime?
I think I'd rather go right into it.
But as a kid, you didn't sit in darkened movie theaters and say, I'm going to be that guy on the screen someday?
No.
Never that?
No. Everyone, I think, looks at it and fantasizes, well, I could do that or whatever, but it never was a desire of mine to do it. Sit back there and say, well, I could be that guy, But, no, I never wanted to at all.
There must be some advice that you'd have for people who wonder why they won Emmys 2 or 3 years ago and their names are forgotten now. And Garner goes on and on. Is any of that a conscious plan on your part that has helped?
To a degree, yes. I've never really wanted to be number 1 or number 2 or any of that, because if you're the number 1 in your profession, you've only got one place to go. That's down. And I believe in longevity. If I'm going to make this a career, I would rather stay in there about 6 or 7 or 8 or whatever and stay there for 20, 30 years. which I managed to do so far.
You had 1 year of college, I think. I think I may have read every word that's ever been written.
Half a year, something like that.
Did you major in something?
Yeah, pool. Well, I worked at the local pool hall during that time. And, since I couldn't play football anymore or basketball, college wasn't my style.
There's a rumor that you beat the legendary Minnesota Fats once at pool, but are too modest to admit it.
No, I'm not too modest to admit it. I beat him 2 out of 3, but I was kind of lucky in playing 8-ball. I haven't played in years. Hadn't played then about 8 or 9 years when I beat him.
Don't you own a table with the history?
Well, not really a great history. It came out of San Simeon, Hearst Castle, and they had 4 of them, and I took one of their billiard tables and made it into a snooker table. That's the history of my snooker table.
Yeah. But see, you didn't know that when you came in. Now, I've seen that table, and that and W.C. Field's pool table, I suppose, are the 2 most famous pool tables in the world. In fact, his is on display somewhere, I think at the Variety Club.
Well, I'll put mine on display because I don't use it anymore. Yeah. I can't see the end of the table anymore. Glasses or no.
Would you take us on a tour of the rest of your body?